Right, I can't save money. I am struggling to save. I've tried all the best I could, everything within my power. I've tried to save, but it's not working. Don't worry, you are not alone in this. We have several people across board who are equally struggling to save money. All right, who are equally faced with the same challenges that you are faced with. Okay, it's not easy to save money, especially if you live in countries where you have to pay bills regularly, where you have to pay rent regularly, where you have to do all sort of things regularly. In such situation, it might be extremely difficult to save money. Okay, it might be extremely difficult to save money. Now, one thing I wanted to have at the back of your mind is that to save money, you have to be extremely disciplined. To save money, you have to be extremely disciplined. You know, being disciplined plus being prudent, they work hand in hand. Being disciplined plus being prudent, they work together. You know, saving money is like you're starving yourself. You're depriving yourself of some things. Perhaps if you have not been doing so over the years, okay, now you have a mission. You have something you are targeting. You have something you are working towards. You are pursuing something. Now, to now begin to inculcate the habit of savings might be difficult. Do you get? It might be extremely difficult. And as such, you need to now discipline yourself. You need to now bend towards the habit of savings. You understand? Because if it is not taken, sometimes you just discover that you get paid at the end of every month, or you get your wages, everything just goes straight into whether paying bills or paying rent or those sort of things, and you barely have $100 or £200 to keep at the end of the month. If you are so cool with this kind of lifestyle, that's totally fine. This video might not be for you. But if you are struggling to save over the years, you've tried, perhaps you want to save towards a deposit to buy a property, or you want to save to buy a car, or you want to save to do all sort of things, okay? But you have been finding it extremely difficult. I've got something for you, and I just want you to listen to this video to the end. It's going to really help you. You understand? Now, there is something you call savings account with standing order. Savings account with standing order, okay? Now, this savings account with standing order means certain amount of money will be coming from somewhere into that savings account automatically. What makes it automatic is the standing order on that savings account. Take, for instance, your salary goes straight into your current account, isn't it? Your wages goes into your savings, your wages goes into your current account, isn't it? All right. Now, because you've got a standing order on a savings account that is linked to that your current account, the money goes in there automatically. You just have to set a figure. Say, I want £200 to be coming from this account. I want $300 to be coming from this account. And if your salary hits your account on the 31st of every month, even before you open your app to check if you've been paid, the money had already gone to that savings account automatically. You can equally have a communication, a discussion with the bank to say you are fixing it for 1 year or 2 years. So what that means is that you won't be able to touch that money until the end of the second year if you are fixed for 2 years. Okay? It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. If care is not taken, people can live years abroad without savings. Some people are cool with it. It's fine. But if you are working towards a specific goal and you want to start saving, and you are the type that you are not used to be disciplined, okay, that's one of the best ways for you to save money. It's going to really help you. People have DM'd me to say, oh, Ade, I've been struggling to save towards my deposit. It's really hard for me. Last month, I saved up to 5,000, but now I've gone there to take 1,000 pounds. It is very possible. Sometimes you save money, unforeseen circumstances will come, then you go there to dip your hand and take money out of it to spend, and then you go back to zero, okay, or you drop, all right? But when you set this standing order on a savings account that is linked with your current account, it's really, really going to help you. You understand? You just have to be very disciplined to be able to do some things. You have to starve yourself. You have to cut down your excesses. You have to cut down your expenses, monthly expenses, for you to be able to save. It does not necessarily mean that because your salary is small, that is why you can't save. Even if your salary is £500 or $700, you can still save. All that you just need to do is to cut down on some areas. Okay, if you have been eating too much, you cut down. If your rent is too high, you cut down. If you have been going on public transport maybe 5 times a day, cut down to 3. Cut down on a lot of things. If you have been buying 2 pair or 3 pairs of jeans every month, cut down to 1. So several ways you can save money. You can cut down on your expenses and be disciplined. Let me tell you something. To be able to save money that is about 12,000 pounds or 15,000 US dollars, you need to work towards it. You need to discipline yourself to be able to save such amount of money. And any amount that you want to save, or if you are disciplining yourself to say, okay, I'm saving this money, I don't want to touch it. You have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. If you are not disciplined, you can't save nothing. Try me or prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You understand? Except people that are actually used to that habit. If you are so used to that habit, you have the habit of savings, then that might not be difficult for you. But if you are the type that is actually faced with the challenges of savings, then that might be a bit difficult for you. Now, you want to inculcate savings habit into you, then you have to follow this channel. If you don't follow this channel, you might be getting it all wrong. You understand? I hope those people that have DM'd me will be able to see this video and understand that one of the ways for you to save is to open a savings account that has a standing order that is linked to your current account. That's the best way. All that you need to just do is to set a specific figure, £150, $150 every month. It goes automatically. Before you know it, 1 year, say for instance, you're saving £200 at the minimum. In a year, you have 200 pounds in a year, you have 2,400 pounds. And if you're saving 500 pounds in a year, you know how much you have. You understand? So gradually, you will get there. But you just have to follow its suit. You have to discipline yourself and make sure that you don't get yourself involved in something that is called ajo. Ajo is like individual thrift, where about 10 people will come together. All right? Every month they drop through 200 pounds. 200 pounds for 10 people. That is 2,000 pounds. They give it to number one. They will come back again the following month to contribute the same to 200 pounds. That is 2,000 pounds. They give it to number two. One of the difficulties, one of the challenges, all right, because people will be saying that they do a job, they always fight. Something must to end the crew. Something must to head the mission. Take for instance, now you have saved, you have gathered 200 pounds, 2,000 pounds. You've given it to number one person, to number one. And number one has taken 2,000 now. The person don't travel. He don't travel. The person won't be able to contribute the next one. So the next person will be short of 200 pounds because number one person had traveled. So situations like this has occurred over the years, and you don't want to get yourself involved in what is called individual thrift. For you to save your money with peace of mind, without any interruption, without having any argument with anybody, follow that savings account that has a standing order that is linked to your current account. Do that for 1 year or two. You come and thank me later.